Okay, we've got a fun brew today. This is Shamans. We're taking a look at the tribal deck once again, and we've got some new additions this time around that hopefully should be a lot of fun. So notably, the new big one is Fanatic of Mogus. Basically, when it ETBs, it deals damage to each opponent equal to your devotion to red. So we want to have a high devotion to red here, and if we do, we can basically kill someone out of nowhere with a Fanatic. To boot, it's a 4/2 for 4 mana, so it's not too bad. Unfortunately, cannot be cast with Collected Company, but that's actually not the worst thing because we'll just eventually try to play one of these from hand, hopefully after playing a bunch of Collected Companies, so we'll have a pretty big board. In terms of things that can give us this red devotion, we've got Seasoned Pyromancer, just a decent card, allows us to get some card draw where we otherwise might not have it in red-green, and gives us a couple of bodies as well. Rage Forger, a card that we want to play after playing a bunch of Shamans to make them all bigger. All of these are pretty good things to do. Its triggered ability is also very good with Harmonic Prodigy. Obviously, Harmonic Prodigy going to be in one of these Shaman decks because doubling Shaman triggers is just amazing. Burning Tree Emissary, make 2 mana if just normally. If you have a Harmonic Prodigy, that can become 4 mana, 6 mana, 8 mana, whatever. Goblin and Narcomancer can discount our spells. We have one non-red card in Elvish Visionary. ETBs draws a card. That gets better with Harmonic Prodigy. And then, of course, Conspiracy Theorist, another new one that I'm playing at the very least. 2 mana, 2/2. When it ETBs, you can pay 1 and discard to draw. So it's basically pay 1 to loot. And then you can cast the cards that you exile or that you discard cards, which is pretty cool. And then another new one that I'm playing is 2 copies of Dragon Master Outcast. This is otherwise just a 1/1. We're playing them alongside 4 copies of Universal Automaton. And this card's in the deck just basically to get Shaman bodies onto the battlefield. But Dragon Master Outcast is, at its worst, just another Universal Automaton. And at its best, it can make us a 5/5 every turn. So I think we wouldn't be too unhappy to draw that down the stretch if it came down to it. So maybe this will be a way that we can win a game here in this series. So that's more or less the deck. Big Gruul energy. We want to get some Collected Companies off, get a big Burning Tree Emissary off of a Harmonic Prodigy if possible, discount everything with Goblin and Narcomancer. The game plan's pretty simple. We play out our hand and we hope that it kills our opponent. So with that being said, let's hop into some games and see what this deck can do. If you want to support the channel, like the video, comment on it. If you are new here, subscribe for videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's get into it. Here we go. Okay, here we go. This is our round 1. We have a pretty decent opener. We get to go Dragon Master Outcast on 1 or Universal Automaton. I think we'll probably end up going with that one. Then we'll Goblin and Narcomancer, and then we can barf out the rest of our hand after that. We're going to take 3 damage on turn 2 to play a 2 mana spell. That's not amazing, but we are going to do that regardless. Well, in this case, we can actually just take 2. Okay. Now everything gets a little bit cheaper. We will offer a trade if they'd like to take it. Of course they won't. It is another Llanowar Elves. Looks like they're trying to just ramp the heck out of here. We're going to pay 2 life here and just draw out. See if we can find something useful here. We find a land, so I guess we could have avoided taking some damage there. And we have a Rage Forger as well, so that means we will want to play out... Well, actually, let's not play the Dragon Master Outcast. We have Universal Automaton. We might as well hide this one for later in case they decide to sweep up the board. We will offer double trades here. It would be bad for them to take it, so that Goblin and Narcomancer is not totally stupid to send forward. Key to the Archive. This is different. They want to get Approach of the Second Sun, I would imagine. Okay, yeah, a lot of good cards in here. So this is some weird green control deck. And they're going to use the key to cast some of this stuff, fine. Well, I think Rage Forger is just going to be pretty solid for us. There's Dragon Master, here's Rage Forger, and we are just going to go in. And we will just dome our opponent for a bunch. Takes him down to 11, and then we have exactly 11 damage on board. So it looks like that's going to be GG. Alright, great round 1 here with Shamans. We were basically able to kill them before they could kill us. Feels good. Let's hop into round 2. Alright, here we go, round 2. Let's get it. We do have the Harmonic Prodigy Star, which is great. I'm going to keep this hand. I'm going to play it pretty similar to the last game, I think. Oh my god, so many Harmonic Prodigies. I'm going to drop this off first, getting a green mana source, or I guess I'll do red since most of these do have pips of red. We are primarily red anyway, so I think that's probably the correct way to go about it. So if I play Harmonic Prodigy, then the following turn I basically just get to dump my hand completely. Copperline Gorge, okay. Here's a Harmonic Prodigy. Now hopefully they let this live. They can kill it. Okay, just a Heliod. Not the worst thing. Oh my god, so many Harmonic Prodigies. Alright, well, we'll go in with the Burning Tree Emissary. We will use 2 of that to make a Harmonic Prodigy. We will go for another Burning Tree Emissary and then cast the rest of our hand. Prodigy, Automaton, Outcast. We have our whole board. I hope that their next card is not land board wipe. That would be sad. Looks like it's more or less life gain, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to make it through. Please not a board wipe. Well, the fact that they've waited that long makes me feel pretty happy about myself. What I will do is just get in here with the team and then play out this extra Harmonic Prodigy, because if we draw something useful the next turn, it is going to be absolutely nuts for us. Oh, Teferi's Protection. That's interesting. Alright, well here is our final Harmonic Prodigy. And we're going to say go. So our draws here are Rage Forger. That just pretty much ends the game. Got Eternal of Petra. What the heck? Collective Company does it for us too. This land does not. We're just going to pass, not even attacking into a Ketra. We're going to hold 1 land in hand, but otherwise if I draw another land here, I will play it. Okay, so this is just God Eternal of Ketra plus Mondrak. We're going to take 8 here. Or it's not going to be 8, it's going to be 11. And I'm going to hope to just absolutely wreck my opponent this next turn. If not, it's just going to be sad. Oh no. Alright, looks like we're going to have to block here, probably with Burning Tree Emissary. Soul Warden. Yikes. Alright, so we need to block to stay alive here. We have 2 lands, including the one in our hand, that will hurt us if we try to use them. Okay, so what I'm seeing is I'm basically dead, maybe even this turn, but if not this turn, then next turn. I'm making that Esper Sentinel pretty big. Are we looking at lethal damage? Pretty close. I think I can only not block 1 creature. Okay, so we have to declare 3 blockers here. I'm just going to chump block where possible. We're going to attempt to take the least amount of damage. And we got to rip a good card here. That was not it, unfortunately. We will show them our hand here. And yeah, they'll gain a life here, get to put a counter on something. We will go ahead and drop a Carpolution Forest and say GG. Pass on through, and they will get to take us to town here. So, Mondrak copying the things that God Eternal Ketra makes, and then Heliod life gain combo, I guess.
I
I'm surprised to see Resplendent Angel in here. I guess they're planning on having more Soul Wardens onto the battlefield. But, you know, not really sure that it's the most optimal thing to do. But then again, you know, it's a brew against brew kind of gameplay here. So it is what it is. So they're going to finish up their Gideon stuff, and we are going to hopefully just take our damage here pretty soon. I think that we can just go ahead and concede here. They're taking a bit on their turn. With that being said, that was our round 2. Let's hop into round 3 here and see if we can get a board state like this one. I mean, 4 Harmonic Prodigies. If you draw the right card, it's going to be nuts. Let's hop into round 3. Alright, here we go. This is our round 3. Burning Tree into Elvish Visionary is pretty good, especially when we can drop our Rage Forger afterwards. I'm down. Let's fetch for... Well, we have a green source, so I'm going to fetch for red. Most of our deck is red, in fact. Deathrite Shaman. Okay, the original Planeswalker. They're going to Thoughtseize. What are they going to take? Probably Rage Forger? I take it it's probably... Oh no, it's a Burning Tree Emissary, wow. Well, we'll play some of the stuff that they knew that we had. We will cycle a card essentially with Elvish Visionary, and we will move on to our next turn. Fabled Passage coming in, okay. I think I'd probably play this Rage Forger next turn. I could wait for the Elvish Visionary, but I think unless they play a big creature that I can't really block, I do want to just start attacking into the Deathrite Shaman. So they're going to exile a creature, gain 2 life. Now they're going to go for 3 mana to cast Liliana, maybe? Is it a Lily play? No, it is a Lily play, okay. That makes sense. So we'll discard our Stomping Ground here, and then it's going to be Rage Forger, kill Liliana. I could have done this a bit more efficiently, whoops. They could have been at 15 right now. Let's see if that matters. We're getting to do what we want to do, and next turn we really get to do what we want to do with Collected Company. Oh, that sucks. Okay. So we're going to hold this up. On their end step, we're going to Collected Company, maybe into Fanatic, maybe into Elvish Visionary. If we pick up a land off the Visionary, doesn't really matter. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Fanatic, to be honest.
Drop it.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and fetch here. I guess I'll get our other green source just in case it does matter. And we go for Collected Company, looking for something that can kill Liliana. Liliana is at 4 loyalty. Well, it's gonna have to be like this then. Alright, so we're gonna do the Rage Forger thing again, it looks like. We will start by Elvish Visionarying. So we can actually get a lot of counters out here. This comes in tapped, we go Automaton, then we go Rage Forger. Alright, we'll be a bit smarter about this one this time. This goes to Liliana, this goes to face. We point 1 trigger to Liliana, 1 trigger to face. Now we've done the most. Alright, we've dealt with 2 Lilianas, and now we get to put together a really strong attack. And alright, it was enough. Let's go. Alright, well, we got to demonstrate the Rage Forger ability twice here. Even though it wasn't able to be amplified with Harmonic Prodigy, maybe we'll get to do that later. Alright, let's stick around here and hop into round 4. I'll see you in a sec. Alright, opponent was AFK for a little bit. They have kept a hand of 7, and I've been trying to think if I want to keep this hand of 7 right here. Triple Rage Forger is a little ambitious, not gonna lie. I mean, we're on the draw, let's see what happens. YOLO or whatever the kids say. Was that cringe? I don't know. Probably. Anyway, let's see what they drop out here. Phyrexian Scrapyard. Alright, well, whatever I was expecting to see, it was not that. We've drawn Burning Tree Emissary, which is great. Looks like this will actually be a pretty decent hand after, you know, all things being said and done. Mind Stone, so they're just ramping out here. Fountain of Renewal, this is definitely a interesting deck. Emissary into Elvish Visionary. We'll have 3 power, then 5 power on the battlefield. All this seems pretty solid. Yeah, it looks like I'm probably just dropping a Rage Forger here to get the most out of damage initially, and then I'll do Elvish Visionary later. Plus, if I play a 3-drop next turn and then I draw, you know, anything else that's a 2-mana spell, it'll be fine. Oh, they actually have something here. They have a creature. Oh, nice. So we're going to go Rage Forger into Collected Company into more Rage Forgers. Oh, this is going to be good. So here we go. These get to go in. We get to deal some damage here. They're going to take at least 5. At least 4. As much as 7. Okay, they go to 16 after all that life gain. I wonder what the life gain's supposed to be a payoff for. Is this just Forsaken Monument Cheerios? Okay, so my guess is this is some like weird variant of those decks that are trying to win through Aetherflux Reservoir. You know, in the odd chance that they are able to wipe the board, I'm going to wait till their end step to crack off this Collected Company. I could have just tried to kill them with, you know, like a... Well, I guess most of the Rage Forgers are gone. Yeah, I think it's probably good that I waited for this Collected Company to go down. Okay, so yeah, Paradox Engine, sure. I get what you're putting down. So, they're able to generate 3 mana with each Paradox Engine trigger. It's basically just going to be bad as soon as they play a Karn to get anything or a Mystic Forge. We just gotta hope that the Mystic Forge doesn't come down soon. They're gonna go for a Phyrexian Scrapyard, okay. So the plan is to do this new Phyrexia thing. Okay, they're drawing, fine. So now they can only make 2 mana per Paradox Engine trigger. Okay. So they got the mana side of things covered, they're just looking for more cards. So we'll just need to try to kill them before that's gonna matter. This is surprising to me. They're gonna hit me for 4. I would have thought they'd want to block, but okay. Let's kill them this turn, maybe. Harmonic Prodigy, Burning Tree Emissary. Yeah, that should be lethal. It's too bad this wasn't on their turn. Oh well. We actually get to go Collected Company again, but I think that Rage Forger will just do it for us here. We're going to Shock, play an Elvish Visionary, draw 2 cards, and then drop a Rage Forger to kill our opponent. Alright. Well, this is the dream. Let's go. Here's a Rage Forger. Let's get that thing in there. Trigger. Swing in with all of the team, and we are going to deal a lot of damage to our opponent. I think we might end up just even having completely lethal right off of the triggers right here. And yeah, that's 16 damage right there. So we are going to deal all this damage to the opponent, and it looks like we are taking round 4 here. Let's go. That was a pretty good one. Thank you for sticking around here. Let's hop into round 5 coming right on up. Stick with me here. Alright, it's the final round here with Shamans. Let's try to make it a good one. We get Conspiracy Theorist in our hand for the first time this series. I think that the act of having a Goblin and Archimancer on turn 2 is just too good to pass up. All right, nothing changes with the lands that I want to play. So the best thing that could happen is, well, for one, not that. We're gonna get that in there, play Goblin and Archimancer, then offer the trade with Automaton. Okay, they give us our 1 damage. Restoration of a Ganja, what are they going to drop out on Chapter 2, though? I see a basic plane, so it could be Ossification. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be something like that. Especially seeing the second planes in their hand. Definitely could be the case. Okay, so what happens here? If we shock, I can go Burning Tree into Rage Forger and then do Conspiracy Theorist or Elvish Visionary. Do I want the card or do I want the maybe card later? I'm going to take the... Like, I don't need the card now is what I'm thinking. So we'll do this. That's fine. We'll do that. That's fine. And we'll do this. Okay. We get to attack in, and we will put them back down underneath 20. Rage Forger, once again, doing the most. We love to see it. Skrelv's Hive, what the heck? That's an interesting one. Ooh, another Rage Forger. I believe this is probably lethal. I'm going to start with the Shaman here, just to check the waters for something else interesting that we might want to do. I'm not super happy about giving them that, but oh yes, we get exactly what we wanted, which is a Harmonic Prodigy into Rage Forger into absolutely blank my opponent. Alright, so this I believe is lethal in like most ways. Let's see. Swing in. Ping an elf. Oh wait, no, we can't ping an elf. Okay, so they're going to get effective blocks here. But we do get to have a lot of damage right to the face. Oh yeah, that's absolutely lethal. It's lethal just off of the Rage Forger triggers themselves. Let's go. Oh man. Nice one, opponent. Alright, it looks like the way that the UI is working, they have to click through. Oh no, they don't. It's all good. Okay, so they have survived. Okay, so they're just, you know, blocking. They don't even need to block here. It doesn't matter. Or wait, no, it's prevent damage to creatures. Oh, okay, so they still will take damage from my creatures. They're just not going to be dead. Okay, they go to 6. I mean, they're definitely dead again. We're going to have another, like, 20 damage, basically, on our combat. Has to be a board wipe right now, otherwise we win. And it looks like it wasn't. Alright, well, that's a great one to end on here. Hope you guys enjoyed this deck. Shamans is always so much fun to deal with. There is nothing like having a Harmonic Prodigy or 4 on the battlefield to just make a Rage Forger go absolutely nuts. Like, I mean, we went from just a piddly board of 1/1s and 2/2s to some 4/4s and 5/5s right here. And that's really what you want to see. So overall, I think that this was a pretty good series. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. If you want to play the deck, the link will be in the description. I have all my decks on AetherHub. And yeah, that brings us to the end. If you enjoyed, like and comment on the video to support the algorithm, and subscribe if you're new here for videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. With that is all that I've got for you guys today. So I'll see you next one. Peace out.